So here we go. Keep in mind, okay? Keep in mind, Jason, 7.2 billion mana in one season. Yikes. Wait. What is going on, guys? It's your boy Guns here, and today we're gonna go over all the stats that happened in our KVK. Okay, we're gonna go over a few things. Average merits per server, the amount of deads, total merits, mana spent, and then we're gonna go into individual players for each server. Okay, giving recognition. We'll say top 20. We'll say top 20 for each server. I think that's fair. In terms of their kind of like their overall stats. Big shout out to Felligan that made this beautiful chart for us. Nice visual for us to do. All right, let's go ahead and switch over here. All right, bang. So my camera is not on for obvious reasons. Let's go ahead and zoom in a little bit more. Maybe that's a little too much right here. That's perfect. Okay, so for those of you guys that don't know, in our KVK, it was TFS, WB, and ROG versus BDO, Luno, and NF57. Ultimately, the TFS, WB, ROG camp ended up winning. But who really won in terms of trades and everything like that, right, guys? Because, like, it's not always just about, you know, whoever gets the better trades wins, right? They're at a lot of build stuff happen. But anyways, I'm getting into a rant here. All right, let's go ahead and go over average merits. Okay, so in the number one place for the average merits, we got server 40, which is TFS, 13.8 million average merits per player. That is the average merits. Okay, is that million? Yeah, it is a million. Okay, and then in second place, you can see here average merits over here. In second place, we have BDO at 12.9 million average per player. This kind of helps you guys that are watching, like, what does it take to be like doing okay in a top server? Okay, granted, these numbers could be very skewed, right? Considering there's some players that probably got like really low merits, some got really high merits, so take it for what it's worth, right? Just like a general idea. Anyways, in third place, we got server 5, which is Luno, 11.6 million average merits. Okay. And then on fourth, we have WB at 10.2 million average merits. And then in fifth, we got NF57 at 9.7, and then ROG at 9.7. Oh, no, sorry. Fifth is ROG, sixth is NF57. That's my bad. Okay, bang. So that's the average merits there. Okay, next let's go look at total deads. We got season dead units. You guys can see here, 188 million deads for the TFS ROG WB camp. And then season dead units, 151 million deads for the BDO, NF57, and Luno camp. So some of you guys may be wondering when the data got pulled. It got pulled on the 14th. It was around the time that pretty much everything was already settled. I know we're on the 23rd now, probably the 23rd or 24th by the time you guys see this video. But, I mean, we took more deads. And I think a big primary reason for that was because we were the ones pushing the pace a lot of the times. When we were fighting BDO, we were the ones pushing their bastions 9 out of 10 times. I think they rallied our bastion a few times when we were fighting in that zone. On top of that, TFS is just filled with a bunch of freaking ooga booging freaking crazy maniacs that just like swarming stuff and rallying everything, to include Chiskel. So there's that, right? There's that. Let's see here. What else we got? Oh, we got the T5s killed, right? Who killed the most T5s? ROG has the most T5. Oh, no. BDO has the most T5 kills at 5.2 million T5s killed. All right. And then what did it just do first, second, and third, right? And then second, who do we got in second? ROG, 4.8 million. All right. And then in third, we got TFS at 4.6. So, yeah, I mean, a lot of deads happened. A lot of fighting happened. Let's go ahead and... Oh, you can see the total season dead units, too, individually. So, individually, BDO took the most dead units, chat. BDO took the most dead units. 77 million dead units for BDO. Literally double. They got more deads than NF57 and Luno combined. Wow. They went ham, bro. They went absolutely ham. Again, they just had a crazy season the previous season and then come into this season and do this? Like, brother. Whew. Yikes. And then on our side, WB took more deads, and then right behind them is us, S67. Okay, now total mana spent, guys. Total mana spent. Who spent the most mana? So you can see here in this graph here, it's split in three. It's split in three here. Boom, boom, boom. So you can kind of see them a little bit side by side. So ROG spent the most mana out of the entire KVK, 127 billion mana, guys. Okay, and then TFS spent 94 billion mana. And then WB spent 91 billion mana. And then on the other side, Luna only spent 66 billion mana. That's crazy. That's a lot less than everybody else. But they still perform really well. So it goes to show, like, they have some good fighters over there, man. Good use of their mana. Anyways, 41, which is BDO, 118 billion mana. And then NF57, 113 billion mana, man. That is a lot of mana. The dashboard is so nice. Thank you, Easy. Shout out to Felligan once again. This season you got 327k merits with Mag Zeta in one sitting. Nice, bro. Good job. Okay. Individually, though, units healed. This goes for like elixir healing too. I don't know if this includes resource healed, but anyways, ROG healed the most units, bro, at 6 billion. Oh my god. And then this is for our camp, right? And then right behind them is BDO at 5.8 billion. Okay. And then 249. No, then next is NF57 at 5.4 billion. And then right behind them is WB at 4.8 billion. And then fifth place, TFS at 4.7. And then Luno at 4.5. I mean, you can kind of look at those numbers, bro. When it comes to like who was pretty damn efficient, I would say, you know, TFS is definitely up there, bro. We healed the least amount, right? We healed the least amount, yet we still had a better, like, highest average merits here. But let's see. Oh, there's a total average merits though, right? Here's the total average merits for the entire camp. So our camp had 10.9 average. Their camp had 11.3 million average. Interesting. All right, let's go into the individual players now. Bang. You can see here on the top left, navigation, we got the pre-KVK. We already did a video for that. Everything was pre-KVK. KVK totals we just went over, and now we're into the player section. All right. So for the entire KVK, we'll go through the top 10, okay? Individual merit AP. What is individual merit AP, guys? Individual merit AP is based off your power to merit ratio, okay? So at number 1, no surprise, Mr. Fluffy Waffles at 45.5. And Fernie, 36.42. Yours truly at 30.6. Eldent, so I got third place with AP out of the entire KVK. Eldon at 29.26. High Princess at 27.83. Love in the Mist, 27.3. Stoneland, 25.92. Farming Dan 25.6, the new at 25.4, Sir Henry at 25.15. You can see that this is different compared to just like overall merits of the KVK, right, guys? Because like I said, it takes into account your power to merit ratio. Let's see. You got 22 MTP this season. What does MTP mean? Okay. KVK T5 kills. So we got Fluffy. He got a total of 220 million T5 kills. Mamoy at 206 million kills, Curry 177, Anthony 169, Stolen 120, the Neo 119 million, Eldent 115, and then me at 114. We got the players that got the highest kill ratio down here. Zed at 2.4 KD ratio, Big Baguette Veya 2.2, 4 EB 2.16, Villain at 2.13, ASDF 2.06. KVK mana spent, guys. This is the one individually that's crazy, okay? So here we go. Keep in mind, Jason, 7.2 billion mana in one season. Yikes. That boy was yeeting. Who do we got here? WB Delta. Okay, sorry, that's is WB with the little bear emo. 4.8 billion. Eldent 4.6 billion. Ducky Duck 4.5 billion. Okay. OHG at 4.4. Who's this? The Real 2316 4.4. Fluffy Waffles 4 billion mana spent and still got over 100 million merits. Sheesh. All right. Princess 4 billion mana. Sheesh. Demon 3.5 billion. Mamoy 3.4. Crystallite 3.2. Curry 3.2. Upper 3.18 billion. Anferny 3.1. Amaz 2.98. Cypher 2.93. The Neo 2.92. Where the hell am I at? Doomstar 2.86. Moosin 2.84. Bossman 2.82. Crambro 2.6. And then me at 2.5. Hey, I'm just saying, Chad, that just goes to show you how efficient I am. I used 2.5 billion mana this season, and I was still like in the top charts. What did let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. I used the most mana. I got 22nd place in the most mana amount used, yet I got 3rd place in merit to power ratio. Power to merit ratio. Just saying, chat. Just saying. That's the Mage Gang right there. Getting some good trades right there, man. Anyways, okay, so KVK dead units. Yikes. Let's zoom in a little bit on this one. For KVK dead units. Okay. Ugh, I don't like all this. Okay, I can't really scroll down. Anyways, Jason at 8.41 million dead units in one season. My goodness. Bro, that's almost all my troops dead in one KVK. That's that Kraken life, guys. Okay, Beastie, 6.7 million units dead. Yikes. WE player, 4.4 billion. And then a big gap right here. You can see there's big gaps between 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Princess almost at 3 million dead units. Yikes. And then Butts at 2.4. This guy at 2.4. Crystallite 2 million. Does at 2 million. It's Ginger 1.9, Eldon 1.8, Curry 1.7, Big Jake 1.7, Eliga 1.7. Like, Jesus, bro. That is a lot, man. That is a lot of dead units, guys. That is a lot of dead units. Okay, let's go look at individual servers now. Let's see if I do this right. Select all, deselect all. Okay, boom. This is ROG, okay? This is ROG. So, okay, we're going to go over top 10 for each individual. Right now, we're in ROG. Eldon at 29.26. Once again, merit AP is a power to merit ratio. Some other players probably got more merits, but it's based off power to merit, right? Anyways, Eldon at 29.2, Stoneland 25.92, the Neo 25.4, Sir Henry 25.15, the Rio 25.4, Doomstar, their R5, shout out to Doomstar, 23.8, Amon 23.4, 4EB 22.6, Nacho 22.4, and Arena at 22.31. Big shout out to those players being their pound for pound best fighters there in ROG. Okay. Sorry, I gotta zoom out a little bit. Boop. Okay, next is 249, which is WB. Damn, it's kind of hard to read those names. Sam, okay, I mean, they're all Sams and names that I can't even see, guys, but maybe those of you guys in WB know exactly who you are, so I guess that's the main thing. So they got a 18.5, 17.91, 16.15, 15.49, 15.31. Sam Nu, 14.6, 14.21, 14.19, 14.02, and 13.77. There's a lot of Sams. I wonder what all the Sams are about. Does anyone know what all the Sams are about, chat? Anyways, let's go ahead and scroll over here. Now, TFS. Top fighters of TFS. We got Ann Fernie in the number 1 spot. 36.42. Ann Fernie went absolutely ham this season, guys. Okay, and then you got me at 30.6. Pride Princess at 37.8. Farming, I think is Dog or Dan. Farming Dan at 25.6. Mario's Rum 24.13. Mandudu 23.49. Fearless at 20.16. XM5 at 19.4. Raikou at 19.07. And Violet at 18.50. Pound for pound best fighters in TFS there. Okay, moving on to BDO. Their pound for pound best fighter, Love in the Mist, 27.33. Bossman, 21.28. Pokemark 20.0, Lil Steezy, shout out Lil Steezy, 20.23, Iron Bear 19.27, Tuvad 18.49, Demon 17.39, Matram 17.0, Duz 16.53, and then Monalot 16.35. All right, I think the last one is Luno and NF57 left. We're almost there, guys. Fluffy, Jesus Christ, dude. Talk about that difference. 45.5 and then boom, 24.21. Solar Fair 24.21. A Mandalorian 20.6. BB 19.4. Paper Cuts 18.9. Zed 18.63. Chaotic 16.7. Jemand 16.6. Shutdown 16.49. Funk Monk 16.2. Yeah, recording a video right now, Fluffy. Okay. Okay, moving on to the next one. Look at Fluffy's ratio. God damn, he almost had a 2.0 ratio and was using calves a lot. It's crazy. NF57, here we go. NF57's top fighters. We got Stone Duck at 24.6, Yuri 22.2, Nixon 21.4, Marco 19.02, K5 Jove 17.8, 43549 17.44, Takt 17 or the Strauss 17.1, 17.18 for 31 AGX, a Cell 16.9, and then Farmer Kulerka 16.79. So there you have it, guys. Those are the numbers for this KVK. Big shout out honestly, to everyone involved in the KVK, it was definitely a top 3 for me. I don't know if it's top 1. I think the reason why I wasn't top 1 was because our Dragon Zone was pretty lackluster, I'll be honest. It didn't even last 24 hours. I think that was because a lot of teams were already hurting and they didn't really want to take those trades on that plateau, which is fair. Man. I mean, you guys saw the number of dead units, the amount of mana being spent between all the servers. So I honestly don't blame them for not going for it, but I would still say top 3, nonetheless. Top 3, man. To everyone involved, man, like I said, ROG, WB, BDO, NF57, Luno, and then my fellow TFS fighters. I look forward to the next KVK, man. Especially continue going with these numbers, with these stats. I know a lot of you guys love all the stats. It's gonna be wild, man. Next KVK is crazy. It actually might be the most anticipated KVK matchup yet, guys. What do you guys think? I think next KVK is going to be the most anticipated in Call of Dragons history, to be honest. Yeah. I would say so, chat. What do you guys think? I think so. But anyways, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed those numbers. Big shout out to all of you guys that made it into the top 10 within your servers for power to merit ratio. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you guys drop a like on this video. Definitely helps us out a ton. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, guys, hit that sub button, turn on the bell notification. Lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace.